Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Out here for round number 2 of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting. This time at the virtual Charlotte, Eldora Motor Speedway, forgive me, here in Ohio. A lot of big names out here tonight. Clayton Tilley, Landon Cordoza, Aiden Beerline, Tyler Shell. A lot of names that a lot of people out there should know. Alex Bergeron especially. Sitting quick time right now is Clayton Tilley with a 12.893. His practice is getting ready to conclude. We're going to take a second step aside and play tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alright, and we are back in this league. Remember, this league does not do qualifying, so we're going to be rolling right straight into our heat race number 1. Starting on pole for heat race number 1 is going to be Kenny Hoffman from Team SSR. To his outside is going to be Blake Battles in the 6 car. Inside of row number 2 is going to be Eddie Hartley for Up North Esports in the 19. To his outside is going to be Landon Cordoza from Stand United Racing. Inside row number 3 is going to be Josh Van Manen, boss man himself for the Firm Motorsports. To his outside is going to be Clayton Tilley from Momentum Sim Sports. Inside of row number 4 is going to be Jimmy Barr in the 81 machine. To his outside is going to be Andrew Hauser. Believe we've got 5 heats on tap here for tonight. Top 3 are moving on from each heat to the feature race. Lay down any comments. Who is your pick for heat number 1 to take the win? Say we got Blake Battles out in front, Kenny Hoffman to his outside. Actually, I think it's Kenny Hoffman out on pole and Blake Battles to his outside. You guys have to forgive me. I am not used to announcing. That is not my forte, and it is not my normal. A little bit short-staffed here tonight. If anybody out there's looking for work, they're looking to work for UltimateDirtTV or try their hand at announcing, send us a message on Facebook and let us know. Green flag is out. Kenny Hoffman out to a great start right off the bat, running right through the middle of the track. Blake Battle staying right there with him. Landon Cordoza slider. Blake Battles, Clayton Tilley up in the wall. Tilley, very talented driver. That is rare to see him make a mistake, but he does here tonight. Landon Cordoza to the outside. We got the 214s battling it out for second. Cordoza up top, battles to the inside. Going back into turn number 1. Cordoza hot on the heels of Kenny Hoffman, looking for that race lead, trying to size him up. Hoffman continues to run the middle. It's a good run out of turn number 4 and pulls back off. Looks like Cordoza's faster in 1 and 2, and Hoffman's faster in 3 and 4. The This time around, Cordoza stays up a little bit higher. Hoffman throws a little bit of a slider line, sticking right there together. As it sits right now, it's Hoffman, Cordoza battles your top 3. Hartley, Van Manen, your top 5. Battles in that third and final transfer spot. Now it looks like we're going to have a 3-car battle for the lead. Battles falls out of that battle. Battles falls out of that battle. Yeah. That's a, say that one 5 times fast. The top 2 are now running away with this. Eddie Hartley takes that 3rd spot away from Blake Battles. There's a slide job in turns number 1 and 2. Battles coming back with it. Throws it right back at him there in turn number 3 and 4. Cordoza taking a shot at the lead. There's a slide job. Close call there. Almost parks it on the nose of Hoffman. Hoffman, with a veteran move, able to hit the brakes and turn it down underneath of Cordoza. Give the lead to Hoffman at the line that time by a slide job from Cordoza. Much better slide job that time as Hoffman looks back underneath. Hoffman with the lead going into turn number 3. Those slide job out of turn number 4. Hoffman still leading the race. He's led every lap across the line so far. Cordoza taking another close call on the slider. Hoffman looks like he's backed off. Cordoza coming down to the stripe. Cordoza winning heat race number 1. Hoffman, Hartley, your top 3. Heat race number 1, final result's going to look like this. Cordoza in the 114 for Stand United Racing wins it by 0.3 of a second over Kenny Hoffman. Eddie Hartley, 3rd and final transfer position. Heading on to the consies will be Andrew Hauser, Blake Battles, Jimmy Barr, Josh Van Manen, and Clayton Tilley. Heat race number 2 on the grid right now. Starting on pole is going to be Nate Vaughn. To his outside is going to be Ross Kaiser from Momentum Sim Sports. The inside of row number 2 is going to be Chris Sabeskate in the 21 from Phantom Motorsports. To his outside is going to be Remington Wade in the 77. Inside of row number 3 is going to be Travis Jacobson in the 22. To his outside is going to be Ernie Williams Jr. for Black Diamond Motorsports. Inside of row number 3 is going to be Colby Araki in the 30 for FSI Motorsports. To his outside is going to be Aiden Beerline in the 013. Ten more laps on tap here. 3 more drivers heading to the feature. The rest going to have to go through a consolation race. Aiden Beerline starting way back in the back of this one. Ernie Williams Jr. back there in 4th or 5th. Looks like Nate Vaughn going to take an EOL. That's going to move everybody up. Kobe Araki, 3 very talented drivers starting at the back of this heat race. See Ernie Williams Jr. at the outside of row number 3. And Aiden Beerline right behind him. Ross Kaiser, talent as well, starting in that 2nd position. A lot of very talented drivers out here in this heat race. This could be anybody's game. Chris Sabeskate taking a green flag, gets a great jump over Ross Kaiser. He takes off. Ross Kaiser gets into the wall. Everybody's able to hold on to it, and nobody else involved. Ernie Williams Jr. throws a slide job for that 3rd position. Here comes Remington Wade back underneath. Wade's going to throw the slide job, does not make it stick. Williams sticks up top, gets into the wall. Beerline moves into that 4th position over Williams as Williams got into the wall once again. At topside looking difficult there in turns number 3 and 4. Aiden Beerline looking to the inside of Remington Wade. Wade goes to the inside of turns number 1 and 2, runs the slider line. Here comes Aiden Beerline with a massive run down the back straightaway. Looks to the inside. Wade came down to block the slider, but did not work. Beerline runs right underneath him, gets by him. Here comes slide from Wade. Wade does not make a stick, holds it down. Everybody stays clean. Here comes Ernie Williams Jr. following Beerline right up through there. Battle going on for the lead right now. Ross Kaiser and Sabeskate. Kaiser into the walls after contact from Sabeskate. Sabeskate gives him the right rear. That opened the door for Aiden Beerline to move into second. Ernie Williams Jr. now looking to the second position underneath of Aiden Beerline. Throws a slide job. Beerline, Kaiser going back underneath. Into turns number 3 and 4. They throw the slide job back on Williams. Williams diving back down. Here comes another slider from Williams. Side by side coming 3 wide out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Kaiser on the inside. Beerline in the middle. Williams up top into turns number 3 and 4. Everybody shuffles around but continues 3 wide down front straightaway. Williams throws a slider, but it does not pan out as he puts it up into the wall. Jacobson already into the pits. Sabeskate continues to lead heat number 2. White flag in the air coming out of turn number 4. Sabeskate will take heat race number 2. Kaiser, Beerline, your top 3. Here is number 2. Results are going to look like this. Sabeskate taking the win. He will start outside pole of the feature event for Phantom Motorsports. Second place is going to be Ross Kaiser in the 92 from Momentum Sim Sports. Then Aiden Beerline will round out your top 3 transfer positions. Then it's going to be Nate Vaughn, Colby Rocky, Ernie Williams Jr., Remington Wade, Travis Jacobson. They will head to the consoles. Heat race number 2 gritting up right now. Starting on pole, we've got Coulter West from LGR Motorsports in the 10. And I'm not really sure why we've got a photo donor on the screen, but there we go. Coulter West from LGR Motorsports in the 10 machine. To his outside, it's going to be Trent Cameron in the 17. Inside of row number 2, it's the current reigning iRacing World Champion. It is Alex Bergeron for Team ABR in the 12 machine. Heimel Dunn to his outside in 23. Timothy Smith from TSM in the 50. Inside of row number 3 to his outside is going to be Phil Croach in the 14. Inside of row number 4 is going to be Darren Harrell, and to his outside, Trey Garst. Ten more laps, 3 more transfer positions. Coulter West, a very talented driver starting on pole. We've seen a lot of good things out of Coulter West. Looking to see if we can get some more out of him. Alex Bergeron lined up right behind him. Everybody knows Alex Bergeron to be the fast guy here on iRacing when it comes to sprint cars. The lights are out on the pace track, getting ready to take the green flag here out of turn number 4. Coulter West takes the green. Gets a good start. Alex Bergeron sticks right there with him. Bergeron will do the inside into turn number 1. Stick keeps it down low. Does not throw the slide job. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Coulter West continues to lead. Bergeron back to 3rd again. Timothy Smith running in 2nd, splitting the 2 drivers. Smith throws the slide job for the lead over West. Looking to make it 3 wide. Bergeron looked to the center but backed off. Slide job once again for the lead. Coulter West. Smith drives back underneath. Coming out of turn number 4. Bergeron gets a little wobbly coming off turn number 4. Getting that cushion. Cushion here at Eldora is a very treacherous place to run. Bergeron looking at the inside of turn number 3, and for that time does not get him up there, as it is now Smith, West, Bergeron. Smith now starting to pull away from West. Running up top side very consistently, very smooth. West gets into the wall. It opens the door for Bergeron. Bergeron to the inside into turn number 3. Bergeron now with a second position. One spot makes a big difference here in these heat races when it comes to the feature. When you've got 5 heat races, one spot is 5 positions in that starting grid. Bergeron is now up to second. Coulter West back to third. Timothy Smith is still out front. Trent Cameron, Phil Croce, your top 5. Then it's Dunn, Garst, and Harrell. So getting ready to take the white flag this time around. Timothy Smith takes a white flag. Bergeron close into West right there as well. Coming out of turn number 4, Timothy Smith is going to take heat race number 3, followed by Bergeron. West rounding out your top 3. YourDirtFan.com heat race number 3 results presented by LockedOnLads.com. It's going to be Timothy Smith coming home with the win for heat race number 3. He will be starting in 3rd for the feature race, followed by Alex Bergeron and Coulter West running out the 3rd and final transfer position. Then it's going to be Cameron, Dunn, Croce, Garst, and Harrell heading for the consolation races. Heat race number 4 is going to look like this. Jason Randolph from the firm Motorsports in number 47 will be starting on pole, and to his outside from the Plains, it's going to be Justin Osborne in 36. Inside of row number 2 is going to be Jordan Eder from Team SSR and Brazen Firearms. To his outside is going to be Tyler Shell from Elbows Up Sim Sports in number 85. Inside of row number 3 is going to be Isaac Soares in the 02, or 002. To his outside is going to be David Heileman in the 49. Inside of, rounding out the field in your 7th and final position is going to be Jamie McCarron from the firm Motorsports. McCarron is always somebody to keep an eye on. He's very fast, very talented driver. Let's see if he can make his way through the field here. We've got more talented drivers on the track as well. Or other talented drivers, I should say, with David Heileman, Tyler Shell, Jason Randolph being some of those names. Everybody out here's got a lot of talent. Don't get me wrong, not saying that some of these guys have more talent than others. It's these guys that puts on a good show each and every time they come out. Somebody to keep an eye on. Jason Randolph getting ready to bring the green flag. Pace truck's off. Green flag is out. Randolph with a fantastic start over the field. Drivers wrecking throughout the field. Shell getting the worst end of the stick out of that one as he falls to last and way back behind the rest of the field. Randolph still out front. Soares up 3 spots already due to that incident. He is running in 2nd. David Heileman as well running 3rd, up 3 spots. Jamie McCarron up to 4th, up 3 spots. Heileman looks to the inside of Soares. There's a slider. He is clear and has the position at the line. Soares looking back underneath. He's not going to throw a slider, but he's going to stick it to the middle. This does not work. He does not keep up with Heileman right there. Heileman right up on that cushion. You've seen his car bounce just a little bit there. That cushion here is very treacherous. See Soares back there in 3rd. Battling it out back here, though, is all 3. Jamie McCarron, Jordan Eder, and Justin Osborne. Osborne goes through a slider on Eder. Makes it stick out of turn number 4 there. Taking a look back up front, it is still Randolph, Heileman, Soares. Your top 3. 6 laps in the books, 4 to run. Thank you, Tyler Schultz, for the stars, 200 stars. Tyler Schultz, thank you very much. But out here on track still, it is Jason Randolph, David Heileman, Isaac Soares. I should actually take a look at the points, see what we're looking at here on points. A white flag is out. We will look at that later. White flag is out for Jason Randolph coming out of turn number 4. David Heileman looking to his inside. Does not make it work. Randolph is going to take the win. Heileman rolling it across the line. He unofficially will take second with Isaac Soares in third. Your heat race number 4 results are going to look like this. Randolph coming home with the heat race number 4 result, number 4 win for the Fur Motorsports. He will start outside of the second row. Will round out your third and final transfer position. McCarran, Shell, Etter, and Osborne. They will have to head to the consolation races. Heat race number 5 is going to look like this. Jareth Pike starting on pole. To his outside from Team SSR, it is going to be Jeremy Weigel in the 20 machine. Inside of row number 2 is going to be Douglas James in the 29. To his outside, Jax Young in the 24. Inside of row number 3 is going to be Sean Brown. To his outside, Ross Carenta from Phantom Motorsports. And rounding out the field is going to be Josh Hoffer in the 94. Out for the first of 2 pace laps. Jareth Pike sitting up front right now. Jeremy Weigel to his outside. And apparently with that camera there is no audio. I will have to figure out what's going on there later on and see if I can sort that out. Pace truck is off, getting ready to go green out of turn number 4. Jareth Pike off to a great start, as we've seen almost every single heat race. Battle going on for second and third already with Douglas James. Drivers in the back wrecking. That's Ross Carenta on the side. Josh Hoffer is already off the track. Jareth Pike still leading. Douglas James in second. Jax Young up to... What's up to third there? Contact between Young and Weigel. Weigel into the wall. That's going to hurt him as he falls back to 5th and loses ground on the rest of the field. Pike leading the way. Sean Brown in second. James in third. Young with a massive run there on entry of turn number 3. He ran the slider line 3 and 4. He's a little wobbly there in turns number 1 and 2. And 3 and 4, he goes again with the inside dive. A little bit of a slider there, gaining quite a bit of ground. But up front, Brown is now starting to gain on Pike. Taps the wall just a little bit there. Pike has stayed pretty well, nice and smooth. Is able to maintain that lead. Coming around this time by popsicle sticks in the air. 8 down, 2 to go. For Jareth Pike, Brown still right there on his tail. Coming out of turn number 4 is going to be Jareth Pike with the heat race number 5 win, followed by Brown, Jan, Douglas, Weigel. Jareth Pike coming home with heat race number 5 win. That is going to give him the inside of the third row for the feature. That is going to be 5th place. Final heat race results as the lobby catches up here. Final heat race results is going to be Jareth Pike coming home with the win. Sean Brown, Jax Yawn rounding out the top 3 transfer positions. Then it's going to be Douglas James, Jeremy Weigel, and Josh Hoffer. And then Ross Corinto rounding out the field. Those drivers will have to head to the consolation races. And I believe I will have to get confirmation. But I believe there's going to be 3 B mains. And it's going to be top 3 from each one. So starting on the inside of row number 1 on pole is going to be Andrew Hauser in the 13 machine. To his outside is going to be Jamie McCarran from the Firm Motorsports in that 2 machine. Inside of row number 2 is going to be Colby Araki from FSI Motorsports in the 30 machine. To his outside is going to be Jeremy Weigel from Team SSR in the 20. Inside of row number 3 is going to be Phil Croach in the 14. To his outside, Josh Van Manen in the 5 machine from the Firm Motorsports, and Justin Osborne in 36 will round out your 7 car. B main number 1 here at the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Cars. You would like to get involved with that, check them out on Facebook, the Firm Motorsports, or message the Worldwide iRacing League Association, or message Josh Van Manen. We can all get you hooked up with that one there and get involved with this great 410 league we've got going here. I will check the transfers. As we get set to go green here out of turn number 4, lights are out on the pace truck. Hauser, McCarran on the front row. Hauser bringing us to the green out of the turn number 4. Gets good jump of McCarran, sticking right there with him. Look at Jeremy Weigel coming up on the tail tank of McCarran out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway there. Colby Araki looking to the inside. Araki getting a little loose out of turn number 4. Weigel looking to the inside of McCarran. He's getting a good run down the back straightaway. Weigel, McCarran side by side. That's for second. Slide job from Araki on Josh Van Manen. Van Manen looks back to the inside. Takes that position back, but up here for the second position. Contact made between Weigel and McCarran. Both drivers able to keep it going. No harm, no foul. As we continue to try and find out how many transfer out of this race. The battle right now to watch is for second between McCarran and Weigel. Contact once again down the back straightaway. So come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway into turn number 3 out of 4. Weigel moves into that second position over McCarran. McCarran looks like he's settling in back there in third. Andrew Hauser still out front. The battle going on for that 4th position between Croce and Van Manen is still going on. Colby Araki looking his way in. Van Manen make contact with the wall. Araki and Osborne have both made their way into the battle for 4th. It is a 4-car battle. Osborne falling back now. Croce holding that 4th position. Araki coming quickly. Van Manen, that contact with the wall may have hurt him as he's looking a little bit slower now. Araki with the slide job on Croce will take that 4th position. Looking back underneath down the front straightaway, that is Croce as he takes a position back into turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of contact between Araki and Croce right there out of 2. But out front it is still Hauser leading the way. About a straightaway distance back, it is Jeremy Weigel. Popsicle sticks in the air for Hauser this time by. Problems for Van Manen as he has to take it to the pits. But out front, getting ready to take the green flag, it is Andrew Hauser. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, white flag is out. Take a look here at the gap. That is a 1.5 second lead that Hauser has over the second place driver of Waggle as he comes out of turn number 4 to the checker flag. Give the win to Hauser. Second place is going to be Waggle. Third, Rocky. We're still working on finding out how many transfer. We're going to go ahead and take a look at your B main number 1 results. That's going to be Hauser, Waggle, Araki, Croach, McCarran, Osborne, and Van Manen rounding out the field. I'm going to take a second here to see if I can get some information. Transfer. Alright, and I have confirmation it is the top 3 that are transferring here tonight. So with that, B main number 2 is on the grid right now. Starting on pole is going to be Nate Vaughn, the 39. To his outside is going to be Douglas James in the 29. Heimel Dunn in the 23 is inside of row number 2. And Jimmy Barr in the 81 to his outside. Inside of row number 3 from Team SSR and Brazen Firearms is going to be Jordan Eder in the 65 to his outside, Remington Wade in the 77. Inside of your 4th and final row is going to be Ross Carenta in the 21 from Phantom Sim Sports, or Motorsports. To his outside is going to be Travis Jacobson in the 22 machine. Well, more laps on tap, top 3 transferring. We did get confirmation on how many transfer. And that is the top 3. That's going to be Nate Vaughn, Douglas James, Heimel Dunn sitting in those positions right now. But there's Jimmy Barr, Remington Wade, Jordan Eder, Ross Carenta all looking to make their way in as well. So they're going to have a lot of heat on them. Travis Jacobson did not take the grid. Pace truck pulling off right now. Nate Vaughn taking a green flag in that Shrek machine. Right behind him is Heimel Dunn. Sticking right with him this time out of turns number 1 and 2. Nate Vaughn goes to that extreme high side. Heimel Dunn running the middle high. Dunn staying up top. Gets the pass cleanly over Vaughn in that 3rd and final transfer position. Now these are all B mains. This is B main number 2. So all 3 drivers that transfer are transferring straight to the feature. And in that 3rd and final transfer position is James, as he looks to throw a slide job on Vaughn, but does not. Vaughn getting a little bit, manages to maintain that 2nd position. Right now on the outside looking in, it is Jordan Eder. James going around down the back straightaway. Not sure what happened there, but everybody keeps it going. Now Nate Vaughn is pulling it to the inside. Nate Vaughn just pulled to the inside and let everybody by. Problems for that 39 machine. Heimel Dunn still out to the lead. Give the transfer positions to Eder and Wade now, after the problems for Vaughn and Douglas James. Battle for 4th, and this is not even for the transfer position. Jimmy Barr and Douglas James racing it out. James gets into the wall. Eder and Wade second and third. They were side by side there into turn number 1. Hamilton is out to a race all by himself, way out in front. As we take a look here at the gap between them, Dunn out to a almost 3.5 second lead. Make it almost 4 seconds now. Dunn absolutely on a tear and is running away with this B main. He is half a track ahead almost of Jordan Eder and Douglas James. Wade now throwing his hat into the mix. James, forgive me guys, I am not an announcer, and names are shuffling around a lot quicker than my brain wants to process. Hello Patricia Payne, I'm doing good, how are you? It is. Checker flag waves. Heimel Dunn winning that with no problems. Remington Wade second. Douglas James, your third and final transfer position unofficially, as iRacing gave them to us very quickly. So we can go ahead and take a look at our official results. Heimel Dunn coming home with the win. Remington Wade in second. And Douglas James running out your third and final transfer position. Then it's going to be Eder, Barr, Corinta, Vaughn, and Jacobson. Load them up. We'll see you next week to give it another shot. So your third and final B main on the grid right now, that is going to be Trent Cameron in the 17, starting on pole, and to his outside is going to be Blake Battles in the 6 machine. Inside of row number 2 is going to be Tyler Shell, and to his outside is going to be Ernie Williams Jr. Inside of row number 3 is going to be Josh Hoffer. To his outside, Trey Garst. Your fourth and final road is going to be Clayton Tilley on the inside, and to his outside is going to be Darren Harrell. So joining me here very shortly should be Alex Robinson. I don't know for sure. I'm getting confirmation as lights out on the pace truck. We are 1 lap to green. Trent Cameron and Blake Battles your front row. Tyler Shell, Josh Hoffer, and Trey Garst your third, and Clayton Tilley tag in the back. But out of turn number 4, a late start. Cameron right on his tail that time, as Tyler Shell immediately looks to the inside through turns number 1 and 2 and takes the lead away from Clayton Tilley, following right along into turns number 3. Cameron getting up there into the cushion, gets a little bit wobbly, but manages to hold on to it. Cameron sticking in second, Tilley third. Hoffer, Williams, Garst, everybody battling it out for that 4th position for the next closest shot at that 3rd place, as Clayton Tilley and Trent Cameron now battle it out. Darren Harrell pulls out onto the track. He's slow back there, letting everybody go by down on the inside. Tyler Shell out to a good lead here early on, 3 laps in. Tyler Shell's half straight away ahead. Clayton Tilley running second. Trey Garst takes a look to the outside and makes it around on the back straightaway. Ernie Williams Jr. on the outside looking in right now, as it was almost 4 wide for that 4th position coming out of turn number 4. Clayton Tilley now under attack from Trent Cameron. Trent Cameron falls right back as Ernie Williams Jr. Everybody getting back past him right there is Darren Harrell. Problems for Darren Harrell as he takes it back to the pits. Tyler Shell out there in the front with the race entirely of his own. There's Garst, Tilley, Williams on the outside looking in, trying to catch up to Clayton Tilley. Meanwhile, Tilley catching right up to the rear tail tank of that number 44 machine of Garst. Tilley looks to the inside. That battle continues on between Tilly and Garst. Tilly with the lead into turn number 3. Garst gets a little tap on the wall, but dives back down and getting a good run on Tilly. Garst with the position over Tilly into turn number 1. These two are throwing slide offs back and forth. Popsicle sticks in the air for Tyler Shell. This time by Tilly. Garst still battling it out for the second place. Tilly on the inside, Garst up top. White flag is out for Shell this time by. Shell with a half lap almost difference. Not quite a half lap, but Shell taking home third and final B main win. Clayton Tilly second, Garst third. Williams just barely missing it out there in fourth, and it's Cameron, Battles, and Hofer. Your unofficial results for the B main. Take a look at our official results before taking a break. Getting a chance to rest my voice and hear a word from our sponsors. We take a look at the third and final B main results. DirtFan.com results presented by LockedOnLads.com. That's going to be Tyler Shell coming home with the win, followed by Clayton Tilly and Trey Garst rounding out your third and final transfer positions. Then it's going to be Williams, Cameron, Battles, Hoofer, and Harrell. Back them up, boys. We'll see you next week. With that, I'm going to take a second step aside, rest my voice, and get a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back with Feature Race.
to introduce myself. I'm lame, will, and taste. I'm the king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To rock my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. Then we rock the party and go correct. All sets are on time and rhyme connect. Got the right to flow and to elect. Another river can't stand it, but give us respect. I wanna rock.
Alrighty, we are back and welcome to the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Cars live from Eldora Motor Speedway. I am BJ Duvall, and joining me tonight is nobody, so you have to put up with me. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm a terrible announcer, but I am here and I'm doing my best to put on the best show that I can for you guys, and we have just finished up warm-ups, getting ready for the feature race here. They reworked the track there in the warm-ups. We get ready to take a look at our feature starting field. It's going to be Landon Cordoza starting on pole, and to his outside is going to be Chris Sabske from the Phantom Motorsports. Inside of row number 2 is going to be Timothy Smith from TSM. To his outside is going to be Jason Randolph from the Firm Motorsports. Inside of row number 3 is going to be Jareth Pike. To his outside is going to be Kenneth Hoffman from Team SSR. Inside row number 4 is going to be Ross Kaiser from Momentum Sim Sports. To his outside, it's your current reigning world champion from Team ABR Esports. It is Alex Bergeron. Inside of row number 5, he is your USAC iRacing champion. It is David Heileman. To his outside is going to be Sean Brown. Inside of row number 6, it is Eddie Hartley from Up North Esports. To his outside is Aiden Bierlein. Inside of row number 7 is going to be Coulter West from LGR Motorsports. And to his outside is going to be Isaac Soares. Inside of row number 8 is going to be Jax Yawn. And to his outside is going to be Andrew Hauser. Inside of row number 9 is going to be Heimel Dunn. To his outside from Elbows Up Sim Sports, it is Tyler Schell. Inside row number 10 is Jeremy Weigel, Team SSR. To his outside, Remington Wade. Clayton Tilley from Momentum Sim Sports. To the inside of row number 11, to his outside, it is going to be Colby Araki. Inside of row number 12, it's going to be Douglas James and Trey Garst to his outside. And that is your 24 car starting field. This driver's getting flag out of turn number 4. It is Lando Cardoza out front right away. Timothy Smith sticking right there with him. To his outside, it is Chris Sabske. Looking at the top side, Smith throws a slide job on him. Car into the wall. That is going to be Jason Randolph. Randolph into the wall hard, no caution. Randolph's car is dog walking big time as we take a look from the sky to see how sideways that thing is going. You see his wheels turn left down the straightaway. David Heileman up 7 spots already in this race, up to that second position. As we have another car around, several cars around back in the back. Coulter West, Eddie Hartley, Remington Wade, and Colby Araki all involved in that as caution flag waves for the first time here tonight. We'll take a look here at our UltimateDirtTV instant replay. Keeping our eye on Coulter West here in that 10C machine. You see contact from the 13 up in front of him. I believe that is the 19. Give me, that was the 19 of Eddie Hartley. And that just gathers up West, Remington, Wade. I think Jax Yawn might have even been involved in that one as well. Several drivers getting collected. in Calamity Corner. 21 people watching. Welcome everybody. Throw a comment down. Say hello. Tell us who you're rooting for. Thank you very much, Patricia. A lot of Aiden Beerline fans out here. Trish Payne says, good luck, Coulter West. Go get him and bring it back. Still sitting up front, it is David Heilemann. Sabeskase, David Heilemann. I am absolutely killing it tonight, am I not? It is Landon Cordoza, Chris Sabeskase, Timothy Smith, your top three. David Heilemann is up to fourth officially, sit up 5 spots already. Tyler Schell already up 8 spots into that 10th place. This caution is still out on the track. Lights are out on the pace track as drivers rolling into turn number 3, getting ready to take the green flag out of 4. You know what? I wasn't going to do it because it's an Alex thing. Alex does this all the time, but I need to rest my voice. We're going to step aside and let you guys listen to the sound of these beautiful motors with our Ultimate Dirt TV's Crank It. Caution flag out here for the first time in the feature race. Just a second to get everything caught up here. We'll take a look here at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Maybe. There we go. We're going to take a look at that 8 car there of Sean Brown. Looks like he just gets loose and goes around. Trying to get another view of that here. There you see Sean Brown is running into turn number 3 and 4. He slides up the track. Looks like he tried to keep it from sliding up too much. Just got loose there in the slick and goes around in that 8 machine. Nobody else involved. Good job by everybody to get around Brown and keep it clean. I just had a fly into my room and I don't know where it came from. To get annoying. I'm going to have to take care of that. 7 laps in the books when we take the green flag. Still 33 to go when we come back green. Ready to go green. Pace truck is off. Cordoza in the 114 machine takes the green flag with a good jump over Heilemann and Sabeskase. Cordoza looking to the outside. Cordoza with a good run down the back straightaway to take the lead back from Heilemann. Heilemann to the inside. Bergeron throws the slide job straight up through the center, threading the needle. Moves himself into third, up 5 spots. Heilemann in second. Cordoza still leading the way. Drivers battling it out hard. Heilemann going to the inside. Slide job for the lead. Heilemann takes it at the line. Caution flag waves once again. I don't know if that's going to stick for Heilemann or if Cordoza is going to get it back. That was very, very close at the line. Look at here at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. We're looking at the 19 machine of Eddie Hartley. It looks like I believe that was the 8 car again. You see the 8 car dive to the inside around Hartley as Hartley tapped the wall, caught the 14 car or 44 car back up into Hartley. Very possibly ending Hartley's night. That put him up on his side, sends him back to the pits. We'll wait to see if Hartley can make it back out later. That was Brown that shot to the inside to try to get around Hartley when Hartley tapped the wall. I believe lights are out on the pace truck. They indeed are. Heilemann now with the lead. We're looking on board over the top wing of Lando Cardoza. I believe Cardoza's with the firm now. His green flag is out. Heilemann straight to the lead. Cardoza falls all the way back to fourth. As battle on for the lead now. It is Bergeron. It is Heilemann battling it out. Heilemann throws a slider on Bergeron. Bergeron dives to the inside, slider incoming. Very, very close call right there between Heilemann and Bergeron. As Heilemann came to the inside, Bergeron just ducked back down. Bergeron with a quick move to get back to the inside of Heilemann. Heilemann into the wall. That opens the door for Cardoza to make his way back past Heilemann. Get that second position back. Bergeron coming to the inside of turn number 3 as caution flag waves once again. We'll figure out exactly what happened here. Take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay as soon as I find it here. Not sure if this is what brought out the caution. We'll take a look here at the 13 machine, as that is Andrew Hauser and in Remington Wade, I believe, in 44 getting together, and somebody ended up on their side there. Not sure who that is, and another car loose right there. See if we can find who that is that ended up on their side. That might have been Remington Wade, actually. I believe that was. You see the contact there, and then yes, that is Remington Wade as he just gets caught in it, gets sucked up into the wall, and tips him over. Bergeron currently holds the lead, while Heilemann, Cardoza, or Shell, Pike, Tilley, Beerline, will anybody have anything for him? As every race I've seen Bergeron in here lately, he has won it. Bergeron is out front right now. His green flag is out. Bergeron with a good start. Cardoza sticking right with him. Excellent start for Cardoza to stay with him and take that second place back over Heilemann. Heilemann throws the slide job 2 for 1 into turn number 3. Good job by Bergeron to turn it back down under as the caution flag waves once again. I don't think Heilemann got there. We will find out momentarily as we take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. It looks like it's going to be Isaac Soares and Clayton Tilley involved in this one here. Take a look at that 10 machine. Oh no, it was the 2 machine we were looking at. Clayton Tilley. Something happened with Clayton Tilley. And Isaac Soares looks like he was an innocent bystander in that one. Take a look here at the 51 machine. Looks like he gets into the wall. 50 car with nowhere to go. 2 car, just an innocent bystander, gets collected. Tough break for Soares and Tilly. Lights should be going out on the pace track this time by as Bergeron still leading. Heilemann second, Cordoza third, Shell fourth, and running up the top five, it is Jareth Pike. So the lights do go out. Looks like they're going to go single file this time by. Single file on nose to tail out of turn number 4. Bergeron in command of the field. Backs way off the pace car. Pace car in. Bergeron rolling down the track. Green flag is out. Bergeron with a good start as we expected here. Shell with another good start. Oh no. Heilemann into the wall. I'm not sure who that was that got into him. Nobody slowing down, it seemed like. Looks like Randolph gets caught up once again. That's Cordoza. Heilemann and Cordoza getting together. Caution quickly coming back out. So we'll take a look here at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay here momentarily. We see the restart. We see Shell get a good jump. Goes to the inside and virtual mechanical issue between Shell and Cordoza. Shoots Cordoza up the track and collects Heilemann. Tough break for these drivers. Jason Randolph collected in that as well. Ends up on his roof. Take a look here to see just what happens with Randolph. See Randolph right there in the 47. He's down low. We see another driver in the wall back there. Drivers are rolling everywhere. Heilemann comes down the track. Heilemann ended up on his side. Tough break for Heilemann. Tough break for Randolph, Cordoza, Heilemann. A lot of drivers just getting the short end of the virtual mechanical issues here. Head back to live pictures. Bergeron still out front. That moves Shell up 16 spots into that second position. And well, our Ultimate Dirt. So let me see here if I can do a little jump back and forth here. See if we can get it back. Jump here. And we'll see if we can get back. And green flag is already out. Alex Bergeron out to a good lead. Or was out to the lead. Tyler Shell threw a slider on him at 3 and 4. Shell with the lead down the back straightaways. They're side by side. Bergeron returns the favor and turns number 3 and 4. Coming down the track to block the slider from Shell. Shell's going to give it anyways. Extremely close. Looked like there might have been a little bit of contact there, but no harm, no foul. Both drivers hold on to it. Continue battling it out for the lead. Pike running back there in third. Shell going back for the slide job once again. Bergeron up high. Bergeron diving out of turn number 2 to get that run down the back straightaways. Side by side into turn number 3. Really close slide job right there as Bergeron slides right across the nose of Shell. Shell back to the inside. Turns number 1 and 2/3 slide job. Bergeron with the cut back down the track to get back by him. Crossover. That's the word I'm looking for. Crossover. Slide jobs being served here at Eldora Motor Speedway between Bergeron and Shell for the lead as caution flag waves once again here over the track. We'll see if we can find the Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay here. We'll take a look at Chris Sabeskate in that 21 machine. Appears to be involved in this one. See him right there. Looks like he goes to come down the track, cut underneath Coulter West, but there's just somebody there. That just does not turn out well. 10 out of 10 times that's not gonna work well. You see Coulter West throw the slide job on him, brings another driver with him. They're not sure who that was. Sabesky going to turn under, just gets into the right rear, sent up into the wall and sent spinning. So we've got 19 viewers. We've been sticking right around the same, between 18, 19, 21 viewers here on the Facebook side of things. Well, thank you guys for sticking around and listening to my sorry voice. Do apologize that you have to put up with me tonight, but thank you guys for tuning in anyways. So we're single file now. 1 lap to green. It's still Bergeron, Shell, Pike, your top 3. Beerline, Smith, your top 5. It's Kaiser, West, Garst, Araki, Soares, your top 10. Biggest move of the race so far is going to be Tyler Shell and Trey Garst, both up 16 positions. It's green flag back out on the racetrack. We're halfway down, halfway to go for Alex Bergeron, followed by Tyler Shell. Bergeron with a good start that time. Shell way back. The Shell's going to throw the haymaker over Bergeron. Does not make a stick. Beerline up to 3rd. Missed what happened there, but Beerline getting the position over Pike and moving into that 3rd position. Now Smith looking to make a pass on Pike. Move him back to 6th as Ross Kaiser moves into that 5th position. Meanwhile, up front it is still Alex Bergeron now running away with this. As that caution restart seems to have really helped him out. Shell back into that 2nd position and just looking to chase him down. Beerline 3rd, trying to catch up to Shell and Bergeron and get those positions away from them. Pike has fallen back to 4th. Coulter West, like he might be having a little bit of virtual mechanical issues there. Everything going okay now, appears. So right now your standings looks like this: Bergeron, Shell, Beerline, Pike, Smith, Kaiser, West, Araki, Garst, Heilemann, your top 10. Heilemann, after that wreck early on, was able to get that car fixed up, back out on the track, and he's on the lead lap now and back up to 10th. So good run for Heilemann as he tries to work his way through the field and get back up front. Heilemann now up to 9th. McGatt 8th through turns number 3 and 4. As he is charging through the field very quickly. Battle going on for that 6th position between Coulter West and Ross Kaiser. West to the inside of Kaiser. Throws the slide job. Kaiser with the crossover. Kaiser maintains position down the front straight away. Bergeron still leading with a sizable lead over Shell. And it's Beerline, Pike, Smith, your top 5. Everybody just kind of single filing out now. Not a lot of movers, not a lot of shakers as it sits right now. Heilemann is up to 8th and looking to track down Coulter West as he actually runs a diving line out of turn number 4. Take a look at your leader lap traffic now coming into play. That is the 77 of Remington Wade going a lap down. So far in this race, it is Sabesky, Cordoza, Randolph, Brown, Hartley, and Yawn have all taken it pit side or behind the wall. Still out front it is Alex Bergeron, Tyler Shell, and Aiden Beerline. Remington Wade getting passed by Shell now. Beerline in 3rd. Looks like things are starting to heat up now for that 5th position as Kaiser is up top. West, oh, and contact made between Heilemann and I believe that's Smith. Everybody managing to hold on to it. Coulter West looking to throw a slide job right here on Kaiser. Kaiser takes a look back underneath, diving, going for the dive. West had him at the line. Kaiser throws a slide job right back at him in turns number 3 and 4. As white flag is out. This race actually went by very quickly. Alex Bergeron working his way through the lap traffic, but white flag out on the speedway. As Alex Bergeron, unless he makes a mistake here, this race is his. And coming out turn number 4, Alex Bergeron wins round number 2 of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Cars here on Ultimate Dirt TV. It's going to be Tyler Schell, Aiden Beerline, Dareth Pike, Ross Kaiser, your top 5. As Alex Bergeron doing what he does and just running away with another win here on Ultimate Dirt TV. So take a look at our feature results. It's going to be Bergeron coming home with the win with a 3.5 second lead over Tyler Schell in second. Beerline running out your top 3. Pike, Kaiser, your top 5. West, Araki, Smith, Hauser, Weigel, your top 10. Soares, Dunn, Garst, Hoffman, James, Tilley, Wade, Heilemann, Sabesky, Randolph, Hartley, Brown, and Jan rounding out your 24 car feature field. So here in a moment we will be taking interviews of our top 3, seeing what they have to say about this race, just how they felt behind the wheel. But before that, I'm going to take a second step aside, pay some bills, get a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
I was actually hoping it was going to get a little slicker, to be honest. But thankfully, it was just right, just enough for us to get a top 3 tonight. I mean, it was just a waiting game. We had like 20 laps remaining. I knew after a couple laps I just had more momentum than him because he wasn't always running the very top. Sometimes he was trying different lines. So I knew I started like 5 car lengths and then eventually got up to him and then was able to pass him for 3rd place. First off, I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, my mom, my dad, Redline Race Designs, Extreme House Buyers, Reflection Chemistry, and just everyone in the car and everyone that helps me week in and week out. Yeah, thank you.
It was, to be honest, it really wasn't that bad. Like, I just, at the beginning of the race, I just kind of rolled the bottom and got a lot of spots. I think I found myself inside the top 5 at like 6, no, I think it was lap 9. And then just kind of just rolled behind the top 3 there for a while. And then a whole net code issue that happened and took out 2nd, 3rd. And then just kind of battled with Alex a little bit, but just didn't have what I needed to get by him.
We saw that battle there between you and Alex. I believe it was the 2nd or 3rd to last caution, up to the last caution, I believe it was. Watched you battling it out, slatter between you and Alex literally every single corner. Things were getting heated up and really exciting. Then the caution came out and Alex got away from you. You think it was the caution that did it, or did you just not quite get the restart you were looking for?
I just didn't get a good restart, but also just I don't think I had what I needed. I just didn't really feel too good on the top, and the bottom kind of just wasn't there for me to be able to roll it like I wanted to. So kind of just settled for a 2nd and take good points then and move on to next week.
Well, coming home with the 2nd place finish, a fantastic finish for Elbows Up Sim Sports. Go ahead and thank who helps you get up here and get that 2nd place finish.
So I think everybody puts this league on. You for taking time out and broadcasting, and Elbows Up Swim Sport, and our sponsors: Pro Evolution Company, School Sim Racing, Catch Fence Apparel, Roofco, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
All right, well, congratulations again on that 2nd place finish. With that, have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Yep, thank you.
And I do apologize. Not used to having to unmute my mic. I did forget to unmute my mic for part of the interviews. Thank you guys for pointing that out to me in the comments. But coming home with the feature win, it is Team ABR's Alex Bergeron. And Alex, I feel like every single time I see you on the track, you come home with a win.
Yeah, we tried to at least. We did our best tonight, and we got another win. Feels good to be back on the top of the podium. Feel more in my spot. We definitely had a fast car tonight once again, and same thing for all the other ABR Step Shop guys, Coulter, all the guys up front. I mean, Aiden Beerline, he's getting some help from me as well, and does an awesome job. So congrats for a 3rd place there, and everyone else that ran pretty good in the feature as well. So congrats to everyone that did very good tonight. Very tough try to run up top. Had a couple issues out on the top, just very bouncy and everything, but definitely had a good battle there with Tyler and put on a good show for the fans watching tonight on the broadcast, and I hope you enjoyed it.
You absolutely put on a heck of a show, working your way up from doing math here, from an 8th place start, I believe it was, and coming home with a win in classic Alex Bergeron fashion. All right, here's my question for you. Are you ever gonna give anybody else a chance?
Not as long as I live. I'm here. I'm here as always to win, and that's what I'm going to be doing.
Alrighty, well that's what we like to hear. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and let you thank your sponsors. We'll let you get on out of here.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you. Well, everyone that supports me, this whole entire team, Team URI Sports, Rebecca, Jason, everyone that really, stepped their game up for me and supports this team all together, and all of our precious partners, CSI Shocks, Pelagic Cab, BK Designs, Martin from Equipments, MBR Step Shop, Stucco, Grass D3R, Wraps and Stitches, CD Scintigraphy, and everyone that, like I said, really supports us. My dad for watching all the time, and you guys, you will, and this UltimateDirtTV with this league for putting this up. Definitely happy to be back in victory lane. I think last week we won, so 2 wins in a row, first in the series in the first couple races. So we'll try to keep going that way, and gotta say thanks to all the LGR guys there helping me out in this race. We're all helping each other. So I thank them and Blake Battles for spotting me a little bit in this race, and everyone supporting me. So thank these guys up, and like I said, congrats to all the ABR Step Shop guys. So there's so many guys, so can't really name them all, but they all did very good, and I'm proud to see that. So just gotta keep going and dominate even more.
Congratulations again on the win. And
Thank you.
yes, that does. I heard you say. I know you said. I think that we won last week. Yes, you did win last week. So congratulations on the win. With that, have a great night, and we will see you next week.
Thank you.
Alright, I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching. It's going to wrap us up here tonight for Ultimate Dirt TV and the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Cars. So thank everybody for putting up with me sitting here in the announcer seat. And we hope to see you back next week. And hopefully I have somebody else to call the races for me. I'm not used to this whole talking thing. My throat's not liking it. But with that, have a great night, everybody. We'll thank our sponsors real quick. Heatwave Designs. Check them out on the website or on Facebook. Spartan Transportation LLC. SpeedShop51.com. Supply all your setup needs. SRT Australia. And World of Thunder Esports League. I don't know if I'm missing anybody. Oh, FEG PC. I believe that's everybody now. Yep. All right. That's everybody now. So with that, have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time.